In phase 1 of the Cool Hunt, after personal experiences of one of our team members triggered an idea, we decided to talk to people from different walks of life to gauge the perception around hearing aids and identify possibilities to ensure that the stigma around them can be reduced. Conversations with an audiologist helped us ground our ideas. We zeroed in on our alternative of multi-purpose earpods and tested the idea by creating a concept board. This concept board was shown to different people to understand their reactions and use their suggestions to refine our concept. Let us take a look at some of the insights we got.
After reading what was in this little promotion, what I gather from this is just an earbud that would help me connect to things because it's got Bluetooth connectivity. It has probably good sound quality, mostly because it was talking about, like I see Sony, but also it mentioned superior noise quality, high quality bass, that it's going to be doing different things to the sound. So it just sounds to me like a really good quality earbud that's going to allow me to connect to my phone, to my music, to listen to different things on any kind of device that I have.
My understanding is that these are like Bluetooth earphones, but they also assist the hearing impaired.
Okay, based on the advertisement that I'm looking at here on the screen and on the piece of paper, it looks like you're selling a hearing aid that will permit you to connect via Bluetooth, maybe Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. But definitely Bluetooth. You'll hear better. There'll be noise reduction, so in a noisy area you would also hear clearly, and you can listen to music. And there's different colors. That's pretty much it.
What I understand, the bud earpods are taking earphones and hearing aids and essentially marrying them, because you generally find that as someone who uses hearing aids, you don't find that you can get a sound musical experience with your hearing aid. So from what I understand, the earpod tries to marry the two, and while also giving me assisted hearing facilities, I can listen to good quality music, and I can see that the earpods also have stylish features, and I can customize them to colors that might suit my preference.
What I think I like most about this product is that not only am I going to be able to hear my music or whatever, people talking to me on the phone, but that it might be better quality sound than I might just get from a regular earpiece. That this one, the way it's advertised, make it sound like it's better technology or better sound quality. So if I'm going to have better sound quality, I would expect I'd be able to hear people better. Maybe if there's a lot of noise, or if there's other things happening in the room, or I'm on the phone, something else is going on, I want to be able to really get good connection to them and good sound quality from it. And I feel like the way this is advertised, it sounds better than a simpler model I might be able to buy as well.
So what I like the most about this product, it doesn't look like a hearing aid. It has similar attributes to a hearing aid in the sense that it goes behind the ear, and that's why I would actually change that aspect, but we'll get to that. That's basically it.
So based on what you saw, what do you like about the product?
They're wireless earphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the product looks cool. You can't really discern that it assists with something other than just being like a Bluetooth headset. Looks sort of similar to the one I'm wearing right now.
Definitely the fact that I can use it as both a hearing aid and earphones that allow me to listen to good quality music, because as a hearing aid user, I've always found it super annoying to switch between my hearing aids and my earphones, and something that will allow me to use one product as both would definitely be amazing.
least about this product, I think, is the way it looks. I know that there's earbuds where there's something in the ear over here, and I'd be okay with that. But that piece that's coming behind, the way we see it, the man's holding it, it looks like it kind of sticks out behind his ear. And I wouldn't like that. I feel like it would be holding my ear too much. I don't mind if there's something linking on the ear, but that far down and that big, that really bothered me.
So what I like the least about this product is the fact that it actually goes behind the ear. Although with this particular picture, this gentleman, it's actually a little bit concealed because the color he chose was black, which actually meshes well with his hair. But you can still see it goes behind the ear. Actually, if you're trying to make it more like an earbud, I would actually make it like an earbud, like the ones that drop down, like Apple has. Because then people won't realize it's anything but an earbud.
What do you like the least about the product?
I don't know how good the battery life is because it's a Bluetooth product that I have to charge again and again. So I don't know. Looking at this, I can't figure out how long the battery is going to last.
Okay.
I think maybe in terms of the design, what I can see in the picture or the concept board is that if I were to use it as my primary source hearing device, as a hearing aid, if I was going into work or anything like that, it might seem a little bit odd for me to be wearing earphones that are visible, because as you can see, I wear hearing aids that are a bit more discreet. I might find it a little bit strange to wear earphones all the time while I'm in a professional setting.
I don't think I would buy this product, but my grandma was hearing impaired and she always had issues listening to her tapes. She was also embarrassed of putting her machine on because it stood out like a sore thumb. Maybe, this would have suited her.
Would you buy this product?
No,
Why?
I'd rather buy Apple earpods instead.
Okay, what is the difference between this and the Apple Pods?
I know the brand.
I would probably buy it based on various factors. That is, my financial situation in life, the price point of the product, the customization, and the quality of sound, of course.
I think this product has some practical uses, especially today. Being able to connect through Bluetooth or wirelessly, I think, is extremely important. And having good quality sound when you're doing that is really important, especially with all of the background noise or even the music. You want to hear all the different parts of the sound. So if they could expand on that sound, I think that's really good. So in that sense, I think it's extremely practical for everyday use today.
Is this a practical product?
Yeah,
Why do you say so?
because everybody uses it in everyday lives.
Okay.
I think the concept is quite practical. It serves multiple purposes, and I think it has the potential to help boost the image and self-confidence in a lot of kids that are embarrassed to put on like a hearing aid for a biological problem that is probably due to no fault of their own.
Yes, definitely. The design, as I said, the design could use some help, but I definitely think it's a practical product, especially if it's wireless, rechargeable battery, and it gives me good quality sound.
In terms of this product, there's a bunch of promises that they're making, and I kind of understand a little bit them to more detail, even though they're kind of vague. So when they say advanced technology in the hearing aid world, that means there's technology inside of this hearing aid that is working to help me with hearing. So I would hope or expect, my expectations would be that similar to what I see in their hearing aid product from Phonak, for example, I would expect a similar type of technology happening and engineering happening in this bud. Maybe to a simpler degree, especially if the price point were a lot less, maybe it's a lot simpler, but certainly something would be there. When it uses the term hearing assistant, I would even assume that there is some technology inside of there, almost like a hearing aid has, where it can be programmed to help me with a hearing loss. So if someone had a specific loss, I can potentially program it that way to give me the sound quality that I need. When they talk about superior noise reduction in the hearing aid world, that actually has a very deep meaning. There's a lot of research and development in noise reduction, a lot of different programs that are going on behind the scenes. And I assume in an earbud, they might be able to reduce some of the background noise in the physical environment, but also in the sound quality that's coming through, whether it be from a telephone or a program I'm watching on TV. I can imagine what kind of engineering is going on behind that in the knowledge that I have. So when they're telling me all these different things, even high quality bass, I would assume that they're taking those low pitches and amplifying them in ways that we need.
Think this product will deliver on its promises?
Looking at the branding and everything else, I doubt it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, will it deliver on promises? Based on the companies, I would say yes, based on the companies, just because of their past track record. With the hearing aid, I think the magic number is around 2,500, plus or minus a couple hundred. I think it would be the right number as a set. I do think that the key factor right now to why patients are not getting hearing aids is because it sticks out. It looks like a hearing aid. I think just making it look like even a Bluetooth connectivity, like piece for a phone by itself would make people change their mind. I think it's more of a stigma than anything else, and that's why they're not willing to pay for it.
I would say I would be willing to pay over $600 just because I know how expensive the hearing aid market is, and to get quality for the product, it would definitely have to be above that price point. What is the maximum price range I would expect for the bud model? I would say anywhere between $2,500 to $3,500 for quality product, like I mentioned earlier.
In terms of improving this concept, I think that the earbuds are very popular today. I think many people would be happy to wear an earbud in their ear. So I'm not so much bothered by the front part. That big circle, it might be a little bit big if they can make that a little bit smaller, but certainly that I don't think it'll bother too many people. What I'm not certain about from the picture is the piece that's going into the ear, like what it actually looks like, the part that's going in. Assuming that this is kind of a standard size, I'm assuming it's going to be something squishy or I don't know what that's kind of going in. So I'm even okay with that. I would love it if that piece that goes inside though can be taken off and replaced or cleaned or something every once in a while. So that would be something that would be important for me, knowing a little bit about hearing aids. Yeah.
In terms of improving the concept, in my mind, I think you should make it actually more like the drop-down version, because I think I see more of those out there, especially for 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. When you see them, I see more of the drop-down version than behind the ear version. So I think that's more popular. Whether you have two styles, one that's behind the ear and one that's dropped down, that might be another option.
I think what can be improved about the product is maybe the design of the product. I think currently it's quite big. It looks like one of those older models, and it has that extra part going over the ear. Maybe something like sleeker, smaller, that doesn't stand out as much. Like things that look like the new AirPods.
Only thing I can think of in terms of improvement are, like I said, the actual design of the earpod, just so that it might be a little more practical in different settings.
If there can be a product out there that will work will help people hear better, and they don't have that concept that this is a hearing aid and this is awful and this is big and this is ugly. I think a lot more people might give it a try, and if they give it a try, they might realize how much they're missing and how much easier their life is being able to hear better. Right now, so many people don't even realize how hard they're working and how excluded they are from their world around them. Yet when they put on a device and they are part of the world, they just become themselves again, and they're back involved. And just really important that people are connected with people. Connections in our life are what make us feel better. And it's just so important. So if we can get something that's more accepted by more people wear, I think a lot of people are going to be able to benefit from that.